Welcome, everyone. This is Maestro Sersea, and today we are looking at a text that I put together called Wisdom in Words. Okay, so I'm going to share this with you. I'll share my screen with you right now. Let's see here. Where do we have it? Let's see. There we go. Okay. So here is Wisdom in Words, reading Aesop's Fables for adult English learners. There are 12 timeless fables with vocabulary analysis and reflection in this textbook. So today we're going to look at what you can expect from this. And I'm scrolling down. Let's see here. So, as you know, Aesop lived about 2,500 years ago, and his fables capture deep truths about human nature and everyday life. So, our fable lessons will include 4 parts: the fable, vocabulary, 5 words, 5 vocabulary words from the fable. Then we're going to read an analysis, what the fable may represent. And then we'll look at some open questions for you to consider. Maybe when you think about this fable, what comes to mind? How this fable is related to your daily life. Okay. So let's go to the first fable. Let's see what we're going to cover today. And we're going to scroll down to fable number 1. As you can see here, we have 12 fables. We have today the tortoise and the hare. Okay. And thank you for joining us. Okay, so let me read this for you. The tortoise and the hare. A hare one day ridiculed the short feet and slow pace of the tortoise, who replied, laughing, "Though you be swift as the wind, I will beat you in a race." The hare, believing her assertion to be simply impossible, assented to the proposal, and they agreed that the fox should choose the course and fix the goal. On the day appointed for the race, they started together. The tortoise never for a moment stopped, but went on with a slow but steady pace straight to the end of the course. The hare, lying down by the wayside, fell fast asleep. At last, waking up and moving as fast as he could, he saw the tortoise had reached the goal and was comfortably dozing after her fatigue. And the moral of this fable is slow and steady wins the race. Again, slow and steady wins the race. So here is the vocabulary from this fable. And we have the terms ridiculed, assented, appointed, steady, and fatigue. So ridiculed means made fun of someone in a cruel or unkind way. The students ridiculed the new boy because of his accent, which made him feel very lonely. Assented, agreed to something, especially after being asked or persuaded. After hearing the proposal, the manager assented and approved the new schedule. Appointed, arranged or scheduled for a specific time or purpose. We met at the appointed time. 3 o'clock sharp to discuss the project. Steady, continuing at a constant speed or rate without stopping or changing. She made steady progress in her English classes, improving a little every week. And finally, we have the word fatigue from French fatigue, extreme tiredness, usually from physical or mental effort. After working a 12-hour shift, the nurse felt overwhelming fatigue. Okay, now let's look at this analysis. This famous fable teaches us that natural talent or ability is not enough to guarantee success. Consistent effort and determination matter far more. The hare was clearly faster, but his overconfidence caused him to stop and rest, while the tortoise kept moving forward without interruption. In everyday life, we see this pattern everywhere. A student who studies a little each day often learns more than one who waits to cram the night before an exam. An employee who arrives on time and works reliably often advances further than a brilliant but inconsistent colleague. The fable reminds us that showing up every day, even imperfectly, usually beats waiting for the perfect moment to act. The deeper wisdom here is about humility and focus. The tortoise did not waste energy worrying about the hare. She simply kept her eyes on the goal. This teaches us to stay focused on our own journey rather than being distracted by what the others are doing. Okay, now here are some open questions. Here are some questions to consider. Think of a time when someone underestimated you or when you underestimated someone else. What happened and what did you learn from that experience? What do you think? When people underestimate you, when they think you can't do what you actually know you can do. And can you think of a time when that happened to you? Share some details. Number two, in your own life, do you tend to work like the hare, quick bursts of energy with long breaks, or like the tortoise, slow, steady effort every day? Which approach works better for you and why? In my case, sometimes I do work like the hare and I can get a lot of stuff done, but then I'm very tired. So I think it's better to work slowly but surely because if you think of it in the long run, you will accomplish a lot more through perspiration and dedication than by simply waiting to be inspired to do it. Okay. And number three, the hare was overconfident. Can you think of a situation at work, in school, or in relationships where overconfidence caused problems for you or someone you know? Again, overconfidence is when you think you can do a lot more than you can actually do. So, can that hurt your relationship with other people if you're overconfident? Can that affect you mentally, physically, spiritually, to be overconfident? Okay. So sometimes we're overconfident, sometimes we're just humble and down to earth. I think it's better to be humble and down to earth and just do the best you can rather than saying, I'm the best, I'm the best. You don't want to do that. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, today's fable. And next time we're going to do a different fable. And hopefully you found this useful. Join us again. Thank you.